If you have recently retired or are about to retire, then this is the video for you to watch. You worked your whole life and just waited for the day you can retire and finally do what you want. How exciting. But now what? How do you fill the hours that you used to spend working? How can you feel useful and fulfilled? In this video, I'm going to talk about these questions and what routines you can put in place to live the best life you can in retirement. So come on, it's what we're doing today. So I did some research on what matters most to retired people and seniors, and also the fears that we face in this season of our lives. And I found some recurring issues that we all face. My goal in this video is to punch that fear in the face and come up with some strategies to combat them and to help ourselves adjust to retirement and just aging in general. Now, all of these won't apply to everyone, but I really feel these issues will definitely hit a chord with you at one time or another during your retirement years. And putting a few routines into your day can help you be where you want to be and doing what matters most to you. I'm going to give you 5 strategies you can start implementing right away to alleviate retirement fears and issues. There's a bonus at the end of the video, so stay tuned till the end. Don't worry if you can't start all of the strategies right away. Start with 1 or 2 and work your way up as you get more comfortable. So let's get started. First up is health. What can you do daily to make sure you're physically as healthy as possible? Well, of course, you need to eat properly. This is not the time to go crazy in the kitchen, baking up those sweets and goodies that you never had time to cook. If you love to bake or cook, dig out those old recipe books or go online. The internet is full of healthy recipes for us to try. Try some new things that you never had time to try. There's going to be some trials and errors, but you'll have so much fun testing and trying new recipes. Cut out the processed foods and cook from scratch. It's so much better for you. Plan a healthy weekly menu filled with goodness and freshness, and this will do so much towards keeping you healthy. Under the same category of health is to get that body moving. Physical exercise will help to keep us on our feet longer and able to do the activities we've been waiting our whole lives to do, depending on your abilities. And don't let any limitations stop you from doing as much as you can. Start a daily exercise routine that you can stick to so you get the benefits of just moving. Daily walks, yoga, water aerobics, strength training. All of these different types of exercise can be incorporated into your daily routine. Remember, exercise means independence. Some of the benefits include balance improvement, more energy, preventing disease or alleviating symptoms, and improving brain function. There are, however, some exercises that we just shouldn't do at our age, since they can put an unhealthy strain on our joints. These are squats with weights, bench presses, long distance running, and high intensity training. You get the picture. Anything that's going to pound your body. Relaxing, gentle exercises are what is in order now. Mix up your daily exercise routine so you don't get bored. Maybe walk 3 days a week, do some yoga a couple days a week, maybe some water aerobics or band strength training. Find an exercise buddy if you can. That'll keep you both motivated. Penny is mine. She gets me off my butt and out that door to go for a walk every single day. On our list of fears and issues that we face in retirement are relationships. This can be your spouse, your family, your friends. First up, your spouse. How are you going to cope with spending so much time together and not kill each other? Oftentimes, some of our problems are repetitious, and the more time we spend together can make those little problems seem huge. The key here is to approach those problems in a new way. You've got all the time in the world to work on your relationship with your spouse now. And believe me, this time spent working on improvements in relationship with your spouse is going to be the best time you've ever spent. You two have been through a lot together over the years, and retirement is a great time to reflect and improve on your relationship. It's not too late, but you've got to put in the work. This involves some self-examination. Why do you keep having the same arguments over and over? What can you do to change the pattern? You might need to examine yourself and let go of habits that don't serve you well anymore. Now is the only time you have left, and it's the perfect time to transform relationship problems into growth opportunities. Obviously, this is a huge subject, and it's not one that we're going to resolve with my one video. But you get my drift. Work on one of the most important relationships in your life. Take it upon yourself to take some responsibility for the issues you have and work on improving them. YouTube and books are great resources for self-evaluation and improvement. Moving on from your spouse, what about your children? Hopefully you have a good relationship with your kids, and now is a great time to build on that relationship. However, bear in mind that your kids are probably in the busiest season of their lives. They're building their careers, they're raising their children, and they're working towards their goals. So don't be surprised if they're not knocking down the door, wanting to spend time with you. So what can you do? Maybe offer to take the grandkids off their hands if you can. This not only grants the parents a bit of a reprieve, it gives you a chance to build your relationships with your grandchildren. Try to plan some events that you can do together as a family. Go to the zoo together. Spend an afternoon at the beach. Anything you can think of that everybody in the family will enjoy. Keep an open mind here. Try something new. This kills two birds with one stone because, first of all, you get to spend time with your kids, and they get to spend time with their kids and their parents. Offer to cook dinner for them, or take some tasks off their hands that you can do, some errands. Anything you can do to make their lives easier, and they're going to love you for that. This relationship, however, should not be all one-sided. As you age, your needs are going to increase, and they're going to need to pick up the slack to help you when you need it. Things you're going to want from these relationships and what you should work towards are, number one, communication. Listen, take concerns seriously, and be empathetic. Second, respect. Dish out what you expect to receive. Use courtesy, be open-minded, show appreciation, and have patience. Third, helpful assistance. This is what I was talking about before. Help where you can, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. It's a two-way street. Number 4, control. Recognize that your kids are adults in control of their own lives. They don't need your judgment or guilt. Again, this is a mutual relationship. Number 5, positivity. Stay as positive as you can. Make it a pleasant experience for your kids to spend time with you, not a negative one. This is best for everyone's mental health, theirs and yours. If your relationship with your adult children is not perfect, you need to decide whether or not you want to work on that. Look inside yourself and see what you can do to improve on this relationship, if your child's willing to participate in that. If not, just help yourself to accept your relationship with your child and move on. Don't spend the rest of your life flogging a dead horse. If your kid doesn't want a relationship with you, find acceptance and other relationships that will make your life fulfilling. Don't be afraid to seek counseling to improve your life. If you have parents that are still living, rewatch the previous section, but watch it from the other's perspective as the adult child and act accordingly. Fixing your familial relationships can be very rewarding, but you've got to be willing to put in the work. What about relationships with friends? We have the time now to maybe reconnect with people we've grown apart during our very busy lives. And they can be a great source of social interaction. We're all the same age, we have the same interests, and it can be a lot of fun to do things together with our friends. So getting back to the purpose of this video, which is daily routines you can do to alleviate your fears and issues in retirement, the to-do here would be every day, do something towards building your relationships. Talk to your spouse and work out a problem. Give the kids a call. Go for a coffee with a friend. Work on self-improvement with respect to relationships and work this into your daily routine. Number 3 is community. There are so many benefits for community involvement for retirees. Not only are you contributing to your community, but you're also improving your physical, your mental, and your social health. The options for volunteering in your community are endless. Depending on your abilities and your interests, some options could be walking dogs at your local shelter, driving cancer patients to their appointments or treatments, visiting shut-ins at your local nursing home, volunteering at thrift stores, doing bookkeeping or newsletters for nonprofit organizations. I could go on and on, but you get the picture. Find something you love and do it. The routine to do here is just to make sure that you are involved with your community on a regular basis. It doesn't necessarily have to be daily, but make sure you do this regularly. Number 4 is routine. Something you lose when you retire is your routine. There's something to be said about that 9 to 5. So what do you do now? Make new routines. The difference is now you can pick and choose your routines to fit this new season in your life. For example, my routine goes something like this. I get up at 7. I've never been able to break that early morning, getting up every morning at the same time. It's so ingrained in my brain. Perhaps as I get older, I will be able to sleep in a little bit. For now, I'm still up at 7. I grab a coffee. I play a little slot game on my computer, on my cell phone as I drink my coffee, but I limit myself to 30 minutes. I'm taking an online course about being a YouTube creator, so that's next. I do a lesson from that course. Next, I do some journaling. I've just started this recently, and I find it quite therapeutic. It's my journal with my thoughts, my goals, and it makes me think about what I want and how I feel and how I can work on improving myself and my life. After that, I read for 30 minutes. I spend 15 minutes reading a self-improvement book. Right now, it's Marie Forleo's Everything is Figureoutable. This is a fantastic book. It just breaks down our inhibitions, our obstacles we put in front of ourselves to be able to not do what we think we cannot do, but really everything is figureoutable. I'm going to put a link to this book in the description below because honestly, it is a really, really good book. The other 15 minutes I spend working on skills development for my YouTube channel. I, will read up on photography, on editing, on those sorts of skill development towards working towards making my channel a little bit better every time I bring you a new video. Next up is exercise. This is when Penny and I go for a walk, if the weather permitting, of course. It gets us up, moving, get the blood circulating, and it's good for her and it's good for me. When I get back from my walk, I'll sit down and do a to-do list for the day. I'll pick out some household chores that I want to get done. Maybe I'm going to make some homemade soup today. What do I need to do on my YouTube channel? Do I need to record? Do I need to script? Do I need to edit? Whatever needs to be done there. Next, I just start working through my to-do list. And before you know it, my day is flying by. I am never, ever bored. But don't forget to schedule in some fun and relaxing things to do. It's okay to watch some TV or just, go on your Facebook feed. That is fine. Just don't do it all day. So as you can see, your routine when you're retired can be whatever you want it to be. Just make sure you have one. Aimless days are not good for your mental or physical health. I'll be honest though, I always schedule way too much to do into my day, and I never have time to get it all done. So I'm working on that. But the point is, don't worry if you don't get everything done. There's always tomorrow. You're retired. Never put unnecessary stress on yourself. Number 5 is boredom. This is a huge fear for many people who are retiring. What are we doing today? That's the name and the purpose of my channel. For me, I started this YouTube channel when I retired in order to document our travels in Mexico and here in Canada, and to share my insights into snowbird life. For you, it might be writing that novel you never had time to start. Maybe learning to build furniture is your passion. No one can tell you what your passion is but you. If you don't have anything that obviously drives you, try some different things until you find something that you love. Don't be afraid to learn something new. Exercising that brain muscle is going to benefit you overall in the long run. So if you find yourself bored and rattling aimlessly around the house, find a hobby. Incorporate it into your daily routine. Finishing a project will give you a real sense of accomplishment and pride that you might be missing since you left your job. Okay, so to recap, number 1, incorporate healthy eating and exercise into your daily routine. Number 2, work on building and improving your relationships. Make them a daily priority. Number 3, get involved in your community. Find a volunteer position that will bring you pleasure and satisfaction. Helping your fellow humans or animals is one of the best legacies you can leave. Number 4, have a specific routine for your day. Get a diary or a calendar or use an app on your phone and make a to-do list for every day and just work through it. Number 5, find your passion and act on it. Take that course, learn what you have to learn to realize your passion if necessary. Remember, everything is figureoutable if you set goals and take the specific steps to reach them. Number 6, little bonus here, have fun. Enjoy this season of your life to the fullest. Don't waste your time on negativity or feeling sorry for yourself. You are responsible for your own happiness. Don't forget to hit that like button, and thank you for watching.